By a show of hands, how many of you know someone who has type 2 diabetes? Do you know that 1 in 4 people suffer from some type of diabetes or pre-diabetes? You can all raise your hand now because I myself suffer from type 2 diabetes. I became diabetic about 5 years ago after having my last son. Now, diabetes is very scary and nothing to be taken lightly. A chilling fact is that there are 25.8 million people that suffer from diabetes or pre-diabetes. Diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States and is also the #1 cause of kidney failure in adults in the United States. Diabetes is caused when there's too much glucose or sugar in your bloodstream. Now, we get sugar from the things that we eat, and the body is designed to process sugars so it can enter our bloodstream and give us energy. Now, glucose can't enter our cells without insulin, which insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas. For people with type 2 diabetes, the bodies can no longer produce this insulin, and although genetics plays a part, obesity is a major reason that people develop type 2 diabetes. Now, today we're going to talk about the 3 standard types of treatment in type 2 diabetes. We're going to talk about diet and exercise, oral medications, and, if necessary, insulin treatment therapies. The first thing we're going to talk about is, according to the American Diabetic Association, our plate portions should be as follows. 50% of our plates should be full of non-starchy vegetables, such as salads or green beans or carrots. And 25% should be starchy foods, such as baked potatoes or rice. And the last 25% of our plates should be our meats or meat substitutes, which can include turkey, chicken, or lean cuts of beef. Now, diet and exercise can be the #1 treatment against this disease if it's properly followed. The next thing that we're going to talk about today is exercise. Now, according to Medline Plus and Jennifer Marsko, some people, like me, don't like to exercise. But according to Medline Plus and Jennifer Marsko, exercising just 30 minutes a day can greatly reduce your blood sugar levels. Now, the first thing you need to do is ask your healthcare provider before starting any exercise program, because diabetics have different regimens than people that don't have diabetes. If you exercise 30 minutes a day, you can start slowly walking, and if you're out of shape, you can start with 5 or 10 minutes. The main thing is to work out every day and to do it at the same time of day and at the same pace until you work your way up. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after your workouts. And remember, any movement is better than no movement at all. Now, even with diet and exercise, some people still can't maintain their blood sugar levels. So this is probably when your physician is going to add an oral medication into your regimen. The people with type 2 diabetes that is still unable to control it, with their doctors usually will combine metformin first. It is the #1 diabetes oral medication that is used. Now, metformin reduces the amount of glucose released by the liver and increases insulin sensitivities. Now, this is metformin, and it is kind of a big pill. I take 2 of these a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And with taking the metformin, if you have your diet and exercise and your metformin, if your blood sugar levels are stable, then you're good. You don't have to go to the next step. Now, I myself had to go to the next step, which is insulin therapy. Now, when you think of insulin, you think about shots. With shots, you know, everybody's like, ouch. It doesn't hurt. Usually I take mine in my stomach. I take 2 types of insulins. There's a fast-acting insulin and there's a slow-acting insulin. My fast-acting I take 3 times a day. My slow I take 2 times a day. Now, with all of these regimens together, it should be able to steady your blood sugar levels. Insulin is also used in people with type 2 diabetes who develop beta cell failure. Now, this means that the cells in the pancreas no longer produce insulin in response to high blood sugar. Now, that is why you take the insulin, because your pancreas is failing. So the synthetic insulin takes over for the body's real insulin. And diabetes does not necessarily have to be a lifelong problem. Many people are cured from this disease through diet and exercise. But for those of us who are still struggling with this disease, we rely on these 3 types of treatments to help keep our blood sugar levels steady. For me, knowing about type 2 diabetes and being aware of the treatments has helped me combat any progression with the disease. With my knowledge of healthy eating, exercise requirements, oral medications, and insulin therapies, I will win my battle against diabetes. I hope that each and every one of you has gained some knowledge from this presentation today. Diabetes does not have to be a life sentence and can be overcome with the proper treatments. And remember, any movement is better than no movement at all. Thank you.